Hi there, welcome to Carcassonne with Utze. This time it's the German Carcassonne Online Championship. It's already the last match and it's about the third place, and in this case, a ticket to the Champions League qualification one at stake. The winner will take it, of course. It's a best of 5 between Leuschi and Medusahope. Usually, I'd say Medusa should be the favorite here. They are a strong master, peak rating, I think even over 800. But right now, at below 600, definitely not in good shape. Leuschi, on the other hand, plays, I think, his normal game. The semi-final, which I played against him, was pretty close, and they came back after being down 0-2. So kudos for them. And I think they have the chops to win this match today, but I'd still consider Medusa to be the, let's say, 60% favorite. Overall, last 10 games here would support that claim. So let's check if they have already started. Not yet. And let's check if Medusa is online, and they aren't. Interesting. So then let's check if the top rating is listed where 800. Closely, but 800. And Leuschi isn't on this list as he hasn't reached the master level yet. And here we go. Medusa is online and the game should start any moment now. The first again of 5, which again I forgot to config. Now it should be done here. Let's see if these two get the ball rolling, and hopefully with the right time settings as well. This was an issue in previous matches in this championship. Oh, let's refresh until we see them starting the game here. Yeah, still nothing. Okay, then let's check Medusa's stats. As you can see, upper 700s. So looks like there was only one moment in time when the 800 threshold was reached, and quite likely they just lost their next game. And in the last 2 years was even troublesome for them to keep a rating of over 700, but this was last achieved, I'd say, 4 months ago. But the trend isn't good at all. So still nothing. I think I'm on time, so looks like these two aren't. Then let's take a look at Leuschi's rating development. Yep, this trend is always nice to see, but then it's more or less this year. Peak rating quite likely around 630. Both are quite experienced. Both, I think, started playing over 20 years ago. In case of Medusa, I'm sure about that. In case of Leuschi, I'd have to think. Yeah, I think he started more than 20 years ago as well. and both have played thousands of games on Rageby World, not on BGA, as you've seen over here, although still over 1,000 games for Leuschi here, and quite likely other platforms as well. Still nothing. I don't know what's up. Maybe I have to ask them. Okay, I'll take a quick break, ask them, then I'll be back. Okay, folks, I'm back. Turns out they weren't able to use the correct time settings and they started turn-based game. We had this problem already in this tournament, but looks like some folks just don't get it. So in this case, Leuschi is yellow, Medusa blue, first field over here. Both with monasteries. I'm not sure what is this about. Looks like a misclick by Leuschi because there still was a vanilla left. Yeah. Leuschi ouchie. Yeah, it rhymes. Nice one. Please don't do that in a game where the clock is running. I just did to let them know, and because I'm the organizer of this tournament and I rather have them playing with the correct settings. Even though if these two opt to play turn-based and keep the turns short, it's their prerogative actually. It's more or less even, but this here, of course, is dead. And this is under threat as well. And there's only one dagger remaining. 2 are already on the board. So overall, with this attack by Leuschi, this monastery still needing 4 pieces. Yeah, good for Medusa to get that meeple back. But to me, this looks like that's annoying. A position which both could win. Okay, so Leuschi doesn't want to wait for the splitter, and the splitter hits immediately. There are still 2 vertical splitters left, but even if he'd hit one of them, there would still be options for Medusa to counterattack. He now restricts this square, but there are still 2 monasteries left, and blue gets one immediately on the next move. And if Leuschi can't take this field over this way, quite likely has to build up secondary field up top and prevent Medusa from attacking, for example, over here, or maybe later from the top. Yeah, this could exert pressure on Yellow City, but it also creates a field attacking option, which could be a plus or minus depending on your point of view. Yeah, this works. There are still a lot of caps. This road's out there, even though there's only 1 dagger left. By the way, this here was the last remaining dagger for Blue's monastery, so that's that now. Yellow has the meeple majority, takes these points, quite likely will add a farmer there to equalize Blue's just placed farmer. Now Yellow gets the monastery and should be able to take this home. They have more meeples. Blue could liberate these 2 monasteries, but it's definitely not easy. In this case, they would need another Dorito and a straight. But there's also some options for Yellow to block this. There's still 1 dagger remaining though. Or a case like this with all starting tiles gone, this would work as well. So both are fighting for the field. And let's see if Leuschi, I would have liked that one just to prevent straights from going here. Instead, he attacks this here. Yeah, should work as well. The problem is this square though. This could be limited or rather killed with many tiles. There are no monasteries left, no vanillas left, so straight like this would kill this immediately. And in this case, Leuschi could still crawl around up top. Therefore, this here should be their move. Obstructs this connection, creates another way for your farmer to enter the field if this one here gets killed. So nice find. Blue liberates one monastery, still has a shot at getting the other meeple back. Whoops. Yeah. Penultimate crossroad. So rather connect now than be sorry later. So let's see if blue prefers to get this one back or to kill yellow's field attack. And they kill the field attack, and let's see. This here should be a must, giving Leuschi another chance. And it's even quite tricky to block. Blue should just take 4 points. Instead, he takes these points. Well, does it matter? I don't think so. Wow. Leuschi even takes this one, because he's at plus 16 now, and even if it doesn't hit one of the two outs up top, which is unlikely but could happen, looks like he'd win the game anyway, unless blue would find a way to still yes, to take the field over. I lost track of the farmer count here. So both have 3 farmers on the field as of now. But this here is pretty annoying for blue. So they have to hope to get straight and curve to prevent yellow from connecting over here. And they have to find a way with straight and curve to attack the field. Frankly, it seems impossible to me. With the dagger and the curve, a ninja would work. But straight and curve won't work, actually. So here's the straight. And there's no way for Medusa to outscore Leuschi. Oh, damn it. This here created this option, but this was a 0% option because any tile kills this. So this would be actually Leuschi's best move, killing this one here instead of connecting, because this farm is worth 9 points anyway. Okay, first one down. Leuschi wins. And they asked whether they should play turn-based or a regular game. Let's hope they are able to start a regular game here. Leuschi said he would create the game, so let's see. Meanwhile, let's check their head-to-head results apart from the last 10. Just to fill some time here. Yeah, okay. This is more or less what I would have expected. Leuschi with 18 wins in 51 games versus Medusa. But what counts is this year, the last game won by Leuschi that we just witnessed. And here we go. Second game, this time not turn-based. Yeah, this is the usual start for some of the Germans, or at least those who played this game for a long time, taking very early fields, even if this could turn south quite fast. This year, or has he the guts to just wait for the Rotorito and then close up top? In this case, the only other option is this or this orientation. I'd rather add this to my city. Even though this here arguably is the worst tile for Leuschi that Medusa could have drawn here. And the likelihood of this square here getting killed is pretty great. But Medusa goes for the jugular, hopes to draw one of the 5 Doritos, and Leuschi misses a pretty great chance to immediately counterattack. I don't like that move one bit, even if it exerts pressure on Blue's road. Had the chance to attack here and prevent your opponent from attacking, or at least secure a tight city. And now all this here might turn into rubble. And if Medusa closed this one here, they for sure would win the game. It's just way too valuable and likely way too early if it happens. And now Leuschi has to connect. Totally annoying. But again, those who have witnessed Nallerheim in last year's Champions League qualification against Me Got No Skill know that sometimes you have to sacrifice this, and sometimes you just have to share a city, because that's better than losing it outright. We go. Would have worked nicely for blue. So again, close game. Blue takes a secondary field. I don't know. Why not attack your opponent, prevent them from closing this 8-point city? This here wasn't really a big threat. Still enough options out there to kill this, and if they would have been able to, this would have also protected their city. But of course, 4 immediate points, even if 3 go back to your opponent, are 4 immediate points. Medusa might use the monastery here to unite these fields. This would add quite a significant chunk of volatility in this game. Still 3 daggers over here. And there's also another option for yellow to connect to the now main field, which is in sole possession of these 2 blue farmers. Leuschi takes care that this connection here, either from left to right or from right to left, doesn't get blocked, or at least doesn't get blocked easily with one of the horses, for example. But this here is red anyway. And it's their last meeple. They won't take this monastery. They might just do what they did, at least make life a bit harder for blue's road meeple there. They had to secure this, even if it gives back a sinister hamster. And again, blue on the next move draws the perfect tile. Also creates a nice road here. Nice cap for them, if closed. Yellow city is at least in danger of being killed. Still all daggers in the deck, but 2 roses and 3 starting tiles are gone, so only 2 left to close this city. Meanwhile, yellow threatens to close this one here. And this farmer still hasn't connected to anything. Yeah. Yellow gets one of their 2 pieces, which is very nice for them, of course. Blue prevents yellow from closing this city with a cap and threatens to kill it with any Dorito or big city tile. Yellow can't do much about it, just has to hope to get a cap now. They don't, but at least they could connect now and indirectly defend. Well, this way, actually, I don't like. For one, you didn't actually connect to blue's field, and any straight, and there are still 4 in the deck, would limit this here to a 50-50, and then blue just got the starting tile. But yellow gets a dagger, creates a possible 4-point loop road, which would connect to the main field. This block isn't really that potent, as there are still 2 daggers left after yellow got the first one. In this case, maybe harassing yellow's city would have been the better option. There aren't that many city caps with the road on the left side left, so like this could have worked. Now blue quite likely has to attack this with their next piece if they get something, because this extender doesn't work. Both with 2 meeples. Blue still has this 8-point monastery. It's rather easy to liberate. There's still an attacking option left on the right side. There would be attacking options over here, over there, here. So quite a lot, maybe even this one. And yellow unites the fields, takes a 4-point road, and the lead on the virtual scoreboard. And in addition to all that, reduces blue's chances to close this one to a 50-50. Blue immediately attacks here, and I think that's a good option, although maybe this one here could have worked as well, maybe even like this, to prevent the limitation or kill to the starting tile. But with only 2 crossroads out there, still not ideal. But harder to kill than this one. Any road from the right side and it's dead. Yellow adds another city to the shared farm and exerts more pressure on blue's monastery liberation square. And if it only were a curve, but actually the straight limits this city, or would limit this city to 2 pieces as well. But it's blue's last meeple, so an attack over here too tricky. Ideal blocking tile for blue. This could work. This could work. Actually, this here is better because straight can be used to kill this. And I called it ideal because it limits this city to exactly the tile you have used to thread it. So there's only 1 dagger left. The other 2 are right here. Yellow tries to kill this here. Blue gets the worst tile to do something about it. And yellow now quite likely will kill this square. Don't see any reason not to. No. Oh. Yes, this saves the city, but closing the city doesn't renew the game. Tying the field, on the other hand, would. So killing this here and then quite easily countering blue's farmer up top would very likely renew the game. This here doesn't score as much as the field. So in my book, the wrong priority. Sure, blue could have killed this here with any curvy or crossroad or the dagger, although quite likely they'd use the dagger over here. And now You have to get one of the Doritos for this rather lousy city. It's at 7 points now. So if closed, you'd only add 9 points to your score, but another city to the field. So it's a net 6-point move. Although there's still a shielded Dorito out there, so could be a net 8-point move, but still, that's nothing compared to losing the field. It's at, I think, 7 cities, even 8 now, if combined up top. Yellow gets the last dagger as well. Blue doesn't score their city, doesn't score the field. Still haven't liberated the monastery meeple, which must be particularly annoying. Oh, and there's still one dagger left for yellow to close the city up top, which then could be enough. With this one and this one here, they managed to close both. Yeah, don't forget the farmer, else you might have a meeple surplus in the end. And it looks now yellow won't close the city. Either blue draws the dagger on their next turn, or blue gets a curve to kill this city. Looks like Leuschi has to take this road or try to attack the field. But if he attacks the field, then blue would connect. But if blue would connect with the curve, oh wow. What a devilish situation for blue. If they connect over here, they lose 3 points. They could add 2, but then yellow just takes this one here for a 3-point win. If blue doesn't connect over here, then yellow will connect on the left side with the dagger and tie the field at 3 farmers each and win the game. So to me, this looks like blue has lost the game, no matter what they do, unless yellow makes a mistake somehow. But yellow, of course, now scores their city and will take the farm. And this should be their win. So crucial to attack the field, even if you don't get your farmer on the main field in the end. Very well played. Even though I'm still not a fan of this crossword here. I think it was totally unnecessary to risk that one. So it's 2-0 Leuschi, and it's about time for Medusa to win something here. Hi Napalm Eye, if you're still there. Good start for Medusa. Nice extender city. Always juicy. Always welcome, especially at the start of the game. If you have an open city cap somewhere lying around. Also exerting pressure on yellow city here. The minor threat of this endangered square here ain't really that big of a problem. Way too antsy, but adding this here or even here was of course not ideal. So in this case, might even have been the best of the worst of the bad options. Forced yellow to attack this and blocking their own city. And let's see if blue will be able to get a big city or the redraw before yellow gets something to connect and exclude blue's city meeple up top. Again, no great option due to all these road ends or roads rather sticking out. Yeah, nice block. Only one starting tile left. 3 already played. Also taking away a nice road monastery spot, although there's still a second one for blue. Let's see if yellow takes this, considering they already have a farmer in play, and this here extends the field by quite a lot. Definitely a nice choice for them. Blue gets this splitter. Not playing any sort of piecemeal over here. Instead, closing the city, attacking this one, and having what is it? 93% shot at closing this one with one of the 4 cows. All are still in the deck. And not just this, but taking a 9-point, maybe 12-point field as well. And so something seems to be off here. My chat tool. That's why I reacted to Napalm Eyes. Greeting very, very late. But I think I should see future messages. So blue defended here, still hoping to draw the remaining starting tile, which would be very nice for them, but would also extend yellow's field by 2 cities. So blue might not even use the starting tile over here. Oh, let's remove this again. First cow in yellow's hands. By now they have united their fields. Blue limits this, which would indicate that they are not going to fight for the field. Instead, they quite likely hope to outrun the field and win fieldless. With this city, and again, then at least 9-point field, they should have a good chance. And quite frankly, I hope that they managed to pull this off, just so we get a fourth game. Leuschi threatens another square of blue, but Medusa gets to defend with the straight. Leuschi could connect, but I'd rather would have liked this one here, opening up the field on the left side, adding a city cap. Instead, because blue doesn't have a meeple in hand right now, they opt to start this city there. Shame for blue here. They managed to draw the cow, even the shielded one, but no meeple in hand means no 9-point field. Nice block, nice vision, seeing that all 5 vanillas are gone. So there are actually only Doritos over here to take the city. Yeah, this creates more high impact tiles for yellow. A dagger over here would extend this, and the starting tile would score quite a lot of points for them. So I think it would be in blue's interest to kill this square with the next straight, for example. This curve, they create the 6-point or possible 6-point loop over here. Let's see if they take this now. Threatened that yellow would close the city. Yeah, sure, but how many chances are there to take this one? Well, still 3. No quick point option for yellow. Field extension over here might have been an option, which would also protect this city cap. This I don't like at all. Gives both a meeple back, so you just turned your meeple majority on. No, it was tight. Into a minority. Blue used one of their meeples for this road immediately. Still options to create a bigger loop here and counter yellow's road meeple. Yes, the monastery could be liberated, but still not a fan. Blue was able to close their city, takes the 6-point loop and a field for them with an open city cap. Still 3 caps out there, and most crucial is the splitter, as that would work for blue over here. Let's add the starting tile as well. Again, I don't think blue will use it here, especially not with this open city cap on their field now, but yellow definitely should. They could limit blue's options to connect here to the one remaining cow. This is the last field Dorito, I think. Yeah, it is the last. Diagonal splitters are gone, were gone quite early in the game. Instead, they go after this one. It's a rather adventurous farmer. But if this one connects, then there might be another one tie the field. Medusa doesn't go for the connection, but goes for the field attack. Their last meeple, so they have to connect both. One works. Let's see about the other one. Unlikely. This here would be a block, a kill actually. And then there's only one way to still connect it like this. So 50-50 for the curve. And quite likely they need to draw a straight or crossroad before that, else yellow could block from the right side. So let's see if they manage to find this. So first, yellow has, I think, definitely has to block here. They are in the lead. They have two meeples in hand, so giving the 1 point to blue's road doesn't matter. If they'd lose the field, they'd lose the game. Blue connects, game is tied, and this here would quite likely seal the deal. Blue could still get this meeple back. There are no caps left. And he finds it. Nice one. So blue gets the meeple back. There's no way to attack this. What? I don't get it. I mean, sure, there was a ninja attack available with crossroad and curve, but I mean, the game is tied. You are a starting player. You have to get meeple back to have a chance in this here. There's no other way. Yeah, Leuschi takes the 5-point road quite likely, and then that's it. So 5 points for Leuschi, 1 for blue, and then there would still be 6 for blue up for grabs. But they don't hit the necessary permutation, and even if they would have gotten a crossroad, a quadruple crossroad in this case over here, yellow would have gotten the curve for 4 points, which would have been enough to win this game. Yeah, I'm not convinced. And I don't know about this one here. Doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe blue thought they had a meeple in hand. I don't get it. And I'm not sure what they are complaining about. Well, then it's 3-0 in Leuschi's favor, and Leuschi will play Champions League qualification after he was able to secure the group stage ticket 2 years ago. He returns to the Champions League circles, and we'll see how he'll fare against opponents from other associations. Let's quickly check if anything has changed. It hasn't. This game here of the Czech Online Championship is just dead rubber, as Pose has already secured a Q1 ticket and Zabza is out of the running. There will be the playoffs of the Portuguese CCL qualifier in the upcoming days. They had 4 Swiss stage tournament with the top 2 finishers qualifying for the playoffs, and quite obviously have already drawn the quarterfinals here. So looks at least like there are 3 interesting matches. I'm not familiar with CC, so can't really say anything about them, apart from they should be the underdog as against WoW. But we'll see. I hope all these 4 matches will be scheduled so we get to know about them in advance. And then that's it for me for now. If you like to watch more content, check the videos. Right now I'm in the process of uploading more problems in rather quick fashion. Just have to create a few videos, but this doesn't take that much of time. So thanks for sticking around. I see you. Bye bye.